Okay, so we're going to look at some Premiere Pro skills. The first skills that you might need to use in your video is actually importing, adding, kind of editing components. So this video is going to look at adding images, sound, video and text. Okay, so the simplest way to do it is to go to the file and go import. And using the import function you can pick basically whatever you want to import. So I'm going to go to the shared area. Find the components that we've looked at, or you've looked at when you're planning your videos. Okay, and what you'll notice the difference here between Movie Maker and Premiere Pro is that you can actually choose whatever components. You don't say add video or add sound, you add whatever you want. So if I go to images, I'm just going to add an image, select an image and click open. Imports the file, and you'll notice on the left hand side here in the top bar, top pane, that picture which is from the Battle of Britain has appeared. If I want to add more components, again file, import, so I'm going to go back and go to sound, and I'm going to get the sound of some fighting, some war sounds. Again, exactly the same as before, that has appeared in the top left hand corner. Now I'm going to get some videos, so I'm going to file, import, and I'm going to go to the videos. What I'm going to do here is something slightly different. I'm holding the control key down, and I can select more than one video that I want. So I've selected 3 there. When I go open, that is now going to import all 3 videos rather than just one. So much like Movie Maker, where you had a section at the top which has your resources in or your components in, we've now got it on this left hand side. You'll notice at the bottom here is a timeline. This is where the information and the components get dragged onto to create your video. You notice, unlike Movie Maker, we've got 3 video channels and we've got 3 audio channels. That's because we can have images on top of images, or video on top of video, or audio on top of audio. It's really simple. I'm going to select the picture and drag it. I'm going to pick one of these. I'm going to start video 1. So there's a picture of the Battle of Britain. If I run it, it's just a basic picture of the Battle of Britain. This picture actually, if you look up here, it's not the whole of the picture is being shown up here in the top right, which is your preview. That's because it's too big for the frame. So if I click on it, I can drag it down and I'll get these arrows here to make it a bit smaller so it fits in, so I can edit that clip. Okay, so I've got my picture on there now. I'm now going to add some sound under that. So if I go to my sound, which are my war sounds, exactly the same. We're going to click on it, drag it to the bottom, and that sound will appear there. Obviously this picture isn't on long enough for the sound, so if you hover over the edge of it, you get a little red line with some black arrows. You can click and you can drag that along. So now my image is the same length as the actual music that I put on. So I play that. Right, so you can hear some of the sounds coming up at the same time as the actual images on there. With videos it works slightly different. Okay, so what I'm going to do with the video, I'm going to use this World War II combat one, so if I drag that on, I can drag that afterwards, but you'll notice there's already music as part of that video. If we go to the video and play it, this red line here is your timeline, it's your player, so you can move it left or right. Obviously the weird noises you can hear are from the sound at the bottom. So if we play that, you can see it in your top pane there, and the music starts to come on. Right, imagine I don't want that music. What I can do is I can right click on that clip, either the video or the music, and I can unlink them. I can press the unlink button. If I do that, I'm going to have two separate objects. So click on that one, the video, you can click on the audio. So I'm going to click on the audio, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to make my picture a bit smaller. And I'm going to pull that back in. And now what we're going to have is a bit of a picture. And it's going to move. Just move that forward a bit. Then it will carry on. So there you can see it will carry on the sound, but we've now got the video because we've unlinked them. Okay, right, the next stage we're going to look at is having videos on top of videos. So I've got a video of some explosions here. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to drag it above. Notice again it's got some music, so the music has come to audio too. So this is now above. This will now be in front of my picture. So I play it. Right, you can't see the picture because it's in front of it. I'm going to do the same as before because I don't want the sound. Right click, unlink, select the sound, delete that sound. With the video, I'm going to select it again the same as before. It's too big for the area, so I'm going to drag it down. You'll notice it's on top. It's on top of the actual picture because it's higher up. So the higher up it is, and it's on top. Now I've made it smaller. If I play it, you can see my video is playing in the bottom whilst my picture's still sitting there. So we've got the idea of putting pictures in, adding sound, adding videos, unlinking them with the sound. Okay, so it's just the video, so you can get rid of the sound. You could do it the opposite way around, unlink them and get rid of the video. And we've looked at using multiple channels, so to have video or picture on top of another picture or on top of another video. To make a title or some text, it's quite simple as well. If we go to title, we go new title, and we go default still. We can give our title a name, so I'm going to call this just war title. And it comes up with a space. This is the editor for text. It's a little bit cheeky because this image here that you can see, you think it's going to appear on your title, but it's not. It's just where this red line is here. So if I can't click off it. If I were to click off of it and drag that line right across to some other area of the video, that's where the video is now, that red line. So if you're confused, drag it away from the video, away from anything you've got on there, and you'll have a blank space. The nice thing about text here is you can click the text tool and just type in some text. So on of World War II. You can highlight it. You've got plenty of styles down the bottom that you can choose from. So maybe a nice bit of glowing text. This number, if we highlight it, this number at the top that says 100 next to the T is how big it is. So I'm going to make it 200, make it nice and big. You can again position it using that black arrow. If I want to change the colour or anything like that, it's down the side here. Because I've got a special effect, sometimes it makes it a little bit harder. But you've got this white colour here. If I change that, say, to a dark blue, you'll notice the top corner's gone dark blue and it's started to fade it. I could double click that colour, make it a different colour blue. You've got plenty of little options there to play about with to make it look good. You've also got shapes. There's a shape. If I draw a shape, it keeps the same style. I'm going to draw a shape here over the top. And change the style of that. Something different. If we right click on it, we can arrange it, send it to back so it's behind the text, and then I can use the black arrow again just to position where I want it. So close that. You notice I haven't lost it by clicking the X. The title's just appeared on this side here. You can see a preview of it, and you can literally drag that on wherever you want. It could be after, again it can be over the top. Put this one over the top of a video. Again, if I want it on longer, I've got the push either side, and I've got that little red line. Okay, so if we move here, again it's blocking that image, so I'm just going to select it up here, I'm going to drag it smaller, put it maybe in the bottom corner, like a logo or something like that, and you can see it's actually in front of that video, but you can actually move it so you can see the video at the same time. Okay, so that's basically how you add images, videos, sounds and text onto Premiere Pro, and how you can actually layer those and link images with, link videos with the sound, and hopefully that should make something that's a little bit more exciting than your standard Movie Maker movie.